and welcome to the third episode of Same Time
God.
Tomorrow.
Ooh.
Surprisingly, they haven't
We're still
taken
here.
off the area.
We haven't left.
We still exist.
I live here.
Yeah.
No.
We'll go ahead and go around the room, introduce ourselves.
I'm Gavin. I'm Mo.
I'm Ty, and I still have the crippling magic addiction.
I'm Elijah, and I don't know how my car got me here.
I'm Jonathan, and I'm kind of just here.
Yeah.
For real.
And we thought we'd take a little break from all the goofiness, the silliness, have a little, more of a little serious topic and discussion. At the time of filming this, it's June.
Men's Mental Health
Which
Month.
is Men's Mental Health Month. We just wanted to take a little time, talk about it. It's very important.
I'm going to be real. It's a scary world out there. It's a hard world out there. It's a difficult. Every day, people go through stuff, and you don't see it. Men, women, the like. But men are over 30% less likely to talk about it. And that's because growing up, a lot of men have been taught that their emotions do not matter as long as they can go and pay bills. And I'm here, and we're here, to tell you that's not the truth.
Oh.
You should talk it out. You should talk out your emotions. You should get all those thoughts out of your head. Because if they sit in the dark corners of your mind and never escape, then bad
They're
things
just
going to
keep getting bigger and bigger.
and you're just going to fall apart. So, even if it's difficult, which I know for a lot of people it is, take some time. It doesn't have to be a therapist, although I do recommend therapy.
It could be a journal. Just write down things.
It can be your best friend. It can be your mom. It can be your dog, even. You know, if you want to yap to your dog about how bad your day was, do it. Also,
Works good with cats too.
it does work out, cats.
Although most of the time they just don't care. But
Yeah, I mean, they might not be listening
Mine does.
per se.
30 is different.
Well, 30 is different.
30 is different.
Well, he's a dude, so
That's true.
he feels our vibe.
He gets it. He
gets it. But
Crack open a IBC and split it
and
with 30.
spill it all out with your cat. But in all seriousness, don't feel bad for having emotion, and don't feel bad for shedding a tear or two, even as a dude, because you're not weak, and you're seen and heard. I feel like that's the long and the short of it.
yeah, because with a lot of men, it's a lot of having that negative stigma of, oh, you show emotion, you're weak,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And
There's
Yeah,
also...
yeah.
Oh, sorry, keep going.
you're good.
There's also creative expression. If you aren't the person best with words, then figure out something to put it out. You can draw, you can sing, you can write poetry, you can write.
Build magic decks.
Don't... you can, technically, if you're into that, you can build a magic
To each
deck.
their own, I suppose. But,
Yeah,
I mean,
to each their own.
Yeah.
And if that makes you... But just make sure that you're not just ignoring it.
Yeah.
And using something else to hide away.
Mhm.
So coping's a fantastic thing. I highly recommend. Everyone has different ways they cope. Some people it's humor, some people it's hobby, some people it's tons of things. But just make sure that's not taking precedent over working through your emotions, because if you continue to do that, you're at the same spot you were at the beginning.
Well, we just want to take a little time to talk about that. What
What's
else?
love?
another fun way to get out emotions is just rage rooms.
Yeah, there is rage
Just
rooms.
go and smash things.
You can pay money. You get a little baseball bat and just break everything.
It's a nice controlled environment.
I would
Yes,
love
very
to.
controlled environment.
It's a nice controlled environment where you can just you get a baseball bat, or you can use your hands if you want, and you just beat things.
And if you don't have the money for that, you can buy ice and take a bat out to an open field and start swinging some ice.
Yeah.
It is also there are plenty of things you can do, but
Get a little speed bag.
get a little speed bag, or if you don't punch holes in your walls.
Or I'll just say, video games. Let me tell you, tear down, smashing buildings, so fun. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of video games, I do have a new mobile game I'm actually obsessed with.
Good old Supercell.
Supercell
Oh wait.
has made a new video game those who don't know, Supercell made Clash of Clans, Clash Royale.
Is it the Brawl one?
They made Brawl Stars.
Oh, okay.
Their
They
new
made
game is
Heyday.
called Squad Busters.
I hate that I play it too.
It's genuinely really fun, and
What is it?
I have a fun time playing it. You just run around, you're killing little enemies, getting coins, making your squad bigger.
It's a lot like
Sounds
Brawl
like-
Stars, but make it a battle royale.
Brawl,
Never played either. But
Brawl Stars is a battle royale, but
I thought it was just like 2 teams against each other.
is it 2 teams? I haven't played Brawl Stars in a while.
I haven't played any of these.
But no,
games.
it's genuinely really fun.
It's almost like you put like TFT into it as well. You can like, collect things to upgrade characters.
Ooh, okay, I like
Collect
It
TFT.
is-
multiple
it is-
characters.
it's
I
honestly-
like
character
TFT.
and-
It's really fun. It's really rewarding.
Yeah.
I
fight them.
hate it because I get so busy. I don't have time to play like real games, like sit on the PC and play, or just open up my PS and play. So I tend to play a lot of mobile games. Marvel Snap. Actually, you guys will be glad to know I haven't played Marvel Snap in a while.
Yeah,
I
'cause
log
it's
on to
boring.
collect the
It's boring.
dailies, but there hasn't been any new cards they've introduced that really like get me back into the game or make me want to play.
Once again, I just don't. play games,
But
but that's
But no.
That's what you, soldier.
Be real with me, okay? Have you spent more on Magic or Marvel Snap?
It's gotta be Snap.
This is a
I'm-
great question.
you would think it'd be Snap, but Magic is so much more expensive. I think I've spent more money on Magic.
I know there's a few zeros behind Marvel Snap last time I checked. It was the same.
I haven't done.
How much have you spent on Marvel Snap, Tom?
I mean,
Cosmetics.
pennies and dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It is all cosmetic. You don't have to pay anything.
Dude, why pay?
They look cool. I want to use a cool Spider-Man card. You know, I don't want the default art. That's silly.
But
So I was looking at a Squad Busters a little bit, and apparently on their launch day, they earned about 1.1 million.
Yeah, it is a free game. There is a lot of microtransactions, but the
Oh,
way
you lost me.
the way
Yeah.
they've built it, you don't really have to spend $1.
that's a lie.
That's
a
what they
lie.
say.
Every game says that, and it'll start out like that. Then
You-
you get sucked into it.
Yep.
And maybe you don't need to spend the money, but you will.
Yep,
You will.
because as like take Fortnite for example, like little kids are like, I want V-Bucks, and then like no, they dropped a Spider-Man skin, and then you gotta they're like the but like
He
500.
means me. He said little kids. He means me.
But like I'm not. I don't know. Spending $20 for a skin,
It is crazy.
and then people are like, oh my gosh, you pay $15 a month to play a video game.
Yeah.
Tell me other people don't do that with skins. Like a new skin
Oh.
drops every month, and they're like, oh, dropping $15, or sometimes
Yeah.
it'll be 20, or like let's take a look at Valorant. Do you know how much the gun skins are in that game?
It's a lot of money.
$89 for like 5 virtual skins that you could never touch with your hands
Yeah.
because they don't exist.
Yeah.
Why would you spend money on that?
Yeah, Valorant literally will have $90 skin packs, and you can't do any. It's literally just. It's not like real life with like a card or anything like that where you can trade it or sell it or nothing. Like no, you spend
Nope.
$90 and it's stuck on your account.
Yeah.
There's
They
nothing
need
you
to
can
they
do
need
with
to
it.
bring
There's no-
skin trading into that game.
Yeah, so there's no real world value to anything in that game.
And the drastic difference between League and Valorant is insane. No, because they're made by the same company.
They are made by the same
And
company.
like when you look at League skins, they're like the most a League skin will be is like $15. But then Valorant has skins that are worth $89.
Yeah.
it's
Like there's this
It is
sword you
insane.
can get that's
The micro
$50
transactions of video games is
for a sword.
it's
It's a sword that you.
yeah.
it's insane, and
It's
it'll never stop. because
insanity.
people
Oh no,
keep
it
buying.
won't.
No.
There's a reason why mobile, or actually, I remember Activision last year had pulled in $5 billion purely from microtransactions from Call of Duty
Well, and
Yeah.
then Overwatch.
and Overwatch and all that stuff. Like it's just, it's insane. Like
It was
it's
so
an
much
infinite
that it
money
made
glitch,
Overwatch
let me tell you.
switch.
Mm-hmm.
Overwatch and Activision Blizzard got so greedy that they were like, what if we got rid of this really cool mechanic where there's loot boxes you can earn and just made it to where you had to pay for these skins?
Fair loot boxes. There are some
Is
companies.
there really still loot boxes? I thought they were all gone.
No.
No, for Overwatch there is no
Their
loot boxes.
Overwatch, they don't have any loot boxes, but their loot boxes were pretty fair.
Oh yeah, you had an actually good chance of getting stuff. Like it was.
There are a lot of games that don't have fair loot boxes where it's, oh, you're going to open this and then...
CS:GO has a really good system. I will stand by that.
Yeah. I haven't opened up any of their
CS is nice just because it actually has an economy and you can actually sell your skins. So if you
Yeah.
pull
Yeah.
something good, you can legitimately sell it, just like a Magic card or a Pokemon card or something like that. Like there is at least some real world value to that.
Yeah.
So it's at least a little bit better, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's yeah.
Have a $2,000 knife.
Yeah,
It's so dumb.
he
It's
does
so
have a
dumb.
$2,000
All I did was
knife.
it looks like garbage, and then you flip to the other side, and it's worth $2K. It's like okay, like,
Yeah, no,
See, it's
that's-
what you're missing out if you don't play online games. You just magically or randomly pull $2,000 knives and then
It's
you
so
it just
dumb.
sits on your account.
I didn't know TF2 war paints were worth that much too, but apparently I have like one or two of those that are worth. Because I open like packs like in those games, like they will give you free ones, or I've had people like give me ones.
Yeah.
And I've opened them, and it's like, oh hey, here's this like war paint that if it's like scratched a certain way is worth like 2.8K, and it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
cool. I'm glad that I will never use this in my entire life.
If you want to know how funny it is, TF2, the game you're talking about, Team Fortress 2, one of the big monetization things for that game is hats.
Yeah.
There are hats that are worth 5K plus in that game that
Yeah.
you can buy and sell and trade
They're
and all that.
so expensive.
It's insane. There's literally one. It's worth 5K because it has flames coming off of it.
Yep.
That's worth it.
Yeah, and and people will happily pay 5K for something like that. It's funny.
I do draw the line at 5K.
Oh,
No,
That
really?
is
That's
that
where
is
you're
low.
drawing?
That's yeah. 499 9.
Oh God.
That's a different. You know.
That one cent makes all the
4,999.
difference. Trust me, Jonathan can testify. When
Nah,
I
the
pay
most
electric
I
bill.
think I've ever spent on a video game in one time was like $15.
So I'm looking at hat prices. The one that's on fire you're talking about, 16,000. That's what someone got.
Oh,
Oh,
it
it
finally
went
went
up.
down.
It
Okay.
went- or wait, did it go down or up?
16,000.
Yeah, 60. Oh,
Oh, it
sorry,
went up.
My brain didn't read
It's
that
worth
correctly.
3 of
So
what it
no, it's
originally
worth
was.
even more now.
Hey, Mr. Moneyman. Well, there was a Magic card that sold for
2.6 million.
2.6
The
million.
One Ring. Yeah.
Post Malone owns it.
Yep. And Black Lotus sell for about 800,000.
Yeah.
An unopened pack from 1993 also goes for about 8,000.
Yeah.
Dollars.
But those are physical cards that you can actually use.
Yes, these are like
Yeah.
physical, actual
Unlike
things.
digital hats that you use on your character.
Yeah. And you probably won't even ever wear it because you're so afraid that
But
People
how
see
much
it.
you
You'll
say
get
for the Black
targeted
Lotus?
for it.
It is way too
800,000.
much. It's just a good card, but that's way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Pretty
think
crazy.
I wouldn't spend anything over like $25 on a card.
Yeah. I have a.
We do need to take a commercial break.
Oh.
So we will take a commercial break and we'll be right back.
Ooh, gambling. I love it.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank.
We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be.
Clay County State Bank.
Hello, hello. Welcome back.
We are back.
Yeah.
This time, it's us again. It's not the whole group.
Yeah, and we're talking about music. And people dropping, and people have been dropping a lot here recently.
For me, my
For
music
his
sphere,
side of the music,
there's
yeah.
been loads of songs and music. You touching my CDs?
Sorry, it looked better in frame like that than how I had it.
He just wants to touch my CDs.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'll kind of introduce this. Porter Robinson dropped a new single. It's called Russian Roulette, which actually, right here, I have my Porter Robinson CD. It's his first album, Worlds. Great album. It's pretty interesting. Porter Robinson has changed a lot over the years, starting with this album. This is pretty much just a straight-up EDM album. All electronic dance music. I think out of all the albums, it came out in 2014. I would say any EDM album from that era, this has aged the best. I still think it sounds great. I love everything Porter did on this. I love the overarching story he kind of did with it and everything. It's awesome. I love it. And then starting with his last album, I should say there's a 7-year gap between this album and his next album, Nurture.
Okay.
He was struggling a lot and everything with working on music and putting it out. I'll talk about it more later because this single is attached to a new album that's coming out this summer. So I'll save all the Porter Robinson talk for them. But this new single, I absolutely love it. It reminds me a lot of what he was doing on his album Nurture. This album is very much going for a like hyperpop style.
Okay, yeah.
Hyperpop, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically just take pop music and make it a little bit more crazy, a little bit more complex.
Yeah.
There's a lot of just like little itty bits and pieces here, just like quick drum beats and a lot of synths, like loud synths and stuff like that. And I really like this direction he's taking. And with this song, it's him going back into a lot of that more personal stuff. This album, he talks a lot about how he wants to keep living, how he doesn't want to die because of everything that's happened in his life, how happy he is right now, how content he is.
That's cool.
And everything. And it also has a lot of his trademark Porter Robinson humor of like when he ends off the song, he just talks about how the song's supposed to end this way because it's funny because it has emotional impact with a robotic voice and just random stuff like this. But I've been enjoying this. It's very hyperpop, a little bit of emo rock in there. Just it's kind of just a big mash of a lot of genres and stuff. So I love this single. Very excited for the album. I recommend giving it a listen.
I stumbled upon a playlist I made a playlist. I stumbled upon a new band, I guess I should say. I went through and researched just a bunch of Midwest emo bands. If you don't know what Midwest emo is, it's the worst vocals you've ever heard. They're not very good. They never are. Or they can be very good, but it's usually pretty bad. Over beautiful guitar riffs, where they'll play this absolutely gorgeous guitar, and then you'll just hear a guy screaming about how his girlfriend left her Natty Light can in his cup holder. But I went through this whole genre because I'm actually a huge fan of this kind of music. I love the lyrics. A lot of Midwest emo has very pretty lyricism and very pretty like sounds. So I went through and I found a couple new bands. I ended up finally finding Riley ! Very good. His voice is that of like what I would think a 7th grader who's going through puberty kind of sounds like.
He sent me a single. I can't remember which song it was, but you sent me it. Yeah, it's very accurate.
They actually just dropped a new album. I haven't fully listened to it. I've only listened to a couple off of it because I'm still going through the playlist. But one of my favorites, 777, is really good. It kind of talks about how life is a gamble. A couple others I found, Ben Quad, which is actually part of the same record label as Hot Mulligan, which they're both Midwest emo bands. Wax Bodega, which I highly recommend you listen to either Hot Mulligan or Ben Quad. They're both very good. Both the same kind of sound of a man screaming or whining over beautiful guitar riffs, which doesn't sound that appealing, but give it a listen. It's pretty good. And I also ended up kind of finding out about this band. Oh my gosh, Carly Cosgrove, who is another really good one. But I'm moving through the playlist, and it's pretty good so far.
I also want to include, because he showed me the playlist for this show, a lot of like songs only have like 15 plays on
Yes,
it. Like,
yes.
Just completely unknown. Like you are the true
deep diving.
indie listener when you find people that only have like 15 plays on their song.
I think the song that had the most plays was about 200,000, which is pretty solid for an indie band. But then the lowest had about 13 plays, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Well, I guess to kind of end off this segment, Charlie XCX dropped a new album this Friday, I guess, even though it technically drops at midnight. I freaking get the cover art. Yeah, there you go. So I promise you, this is the real cover art.
That's
I
awesome.
didn't find some random thing or nothing. No, she committed to this being the cover art. She also changed all of her cover arts on streaming services to be in this style, which is really funny.
That's awesome.
But Charlie XCX, I think out of a lot of the big female pop artists, I absolutely love her music. I think she is the best when it comes to writing. I love how she's able to talk about her experiences and also just her voice and everything. I absolutely love it. And I also think she's one of the few pop artists that's been really good at being experimental, but also still keeping to that pop sound.
Okay, yeah.
And I think she always strikes a very good balance between that with her like last few albums. So starting with this album, this pretty much is just a full electronic pop. It's a lot of dance. There's a lot of dance influence on it, and I'd say like a lot of house, a lot of just trip hop, stuff like that. And I really like this direction. She found some really great producers that are very popular in this sound. I can't think of anything off my head, but it sounds really great, and I absolutely love that. And one of the things about this album that even though that it's this very dance album and something that you're supposed to kind of just be playing in the club, I think she does a very good job talking about her personal experiences and just stuff that's happened since her last album. Specifically on the song So I, she talks about how she's become very self-conscious because of paparazzi and people watching her. She's always scared of how she looks and things like that. And I really like that. I think it's cool to use electronic music and something very dancey to like kind of talk about something deep like that and just personal stuff and all that. Another thing I really liked about this is that there's actually a legendary producer. Her name was Sophie. She sadly passed away back in 2021. It was early 2021. She was actually fell from a building. She was trying to get.
I heard about that. Yeah.
She was trying to like get a good picture of the stars and all that, and she sadly fell to her death. But because of this being a dance album, and especially Charlie XCX being a big Sophie fan, she has a few lines dedicated and talking about Sophie. And one line I wanted to talk about specifically was guilty feelings keep me fractured, got a phone call after Christmas, didn't know how I should act. And I looked into this line, and it turns out that Sophie had actually called her Christmas of 2020, so just a few months before she died, to want to collab and work with her. And she missed the phone call, and she forgot to get back to her. So that would have been Charlie's last time to ever talk to Sophie. And she ended up missing out on that opportunity. And there's a lot of just deep stuff like that. A lot of this just missed opportunities and just sad stuff. And that's the thing about it is, this is a pop album, it's a dance album. So bringing up stuff like that, I think, is just very interesting. And I like how she interjects it into her music. So, yeah, I really like this album. I think it's super good. I love that Charlie continues to experiment and try different things with each of her album, and I think she did a great job here.
That is very, very interesting having a pop album have that much heart and emotion into it, because usually those are where you're like, I'm with this new guy, or I broke up with yada yada, and now I'm telling you about it.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. I find that really cool.
I enjoy it. Which I guess to throw back to Porter Robinson, his album Nurture, which I'll also talk about more later when we get a little bit closer to his next album. But that's also a very personal album with a lot of electronic. It's also a very dance album, but I think he does a really good job talking about his emotions and feelings on that too. So I kind of like that we've kind of hit this new age of electronic dance music, of where artists aren't scared to talk about their personal things or just what they're dealing with over a dance beat. I really enjoy it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, that is really interesting because I don't know. I don't feel like we've ever really been able to have that before. I feel like most of the emotion that you hear in lyrics come from the more indie side of not so much the indie side of things, but like not the dance side of things.
Yeah.
Like with pop, you have. I feel like a lot of their music is a lot of bass line, kind of emotion, which, that's good to have. Like, if you're having a breakup, a good breakup song helps. Or if you're having a really good day, some really good day music, really, high music helps. But when you start getting into those really complex, in-depth emotions, and being able to have them on that kind of sound that's really interesting.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying this. How much time we got left?
You got a minute.
Got a minute? Okay, there's a new Denzel Curry single. I was going to talk about that in place of the Charlie XCX album. But I kind of swapped it out because I'm going to be honest with you. I love Denzel Curry. Every time he drops a new single for his new album, it's always a banger. It's awesome. It's spectacular. I love it. I'm kind of mad on this one. I think it's a little weak compared to what he's usually dropped before. And the more I listened to it, the more I realized I couldn't talk about it.
Nick, you still haven't released. The Rex still have yet to release. I'm waiting for it. I'm your biggest fan. I've gotten a signed picture from you guys. I ordered Sonder pre-release. Please, man. It's you've hinted at it. And then you've gone quiet. And then I got I'm part of your text subscription service, right? And so I got the text that's hey, we're working really hard. Just keeping our head down and working. Where is it, dude?
Just email him.
Just email. I've DM'd him. But anyway,
yeah, I guess that's the end.
I guess that's our segment. But we'll keep you updated on new music.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
It's just me now. It's just us. Everyone else left. I teased this on the first or second episode. Finally going to talk about it. The Magic the Gathering 400 card box for $25. Came with one random booster. I did not include this in the final price. So that probably actually would have changed some things. But as it sounds, there is... Actually, wasn't there 500 something, Jonathan? How many?
542 in total.
Yeah, so there's technically actually 542. I didn't double check that. I'm just trusting that my math was correct when making a spreadsheet for this. There is how many unique cards? Only 200 something, right?
270.
Yeah, 270 of these cards are actually unique, meaning there's no duplicates. There is a lot of duplicates in this. Jonathan, real quick, what's the most duplicated card, and how many?
Wily Bandar, 16.
Yeah, there's 16 of Wily Bandar. I probably can quickly find it. I remember what he looks like. It is a cat monkey.
Me too.
I had to look at 17 of them. Come on. He's somewhere in here.
What do you realize is that trying to find any card in like 500 something
difficult,
cards is
yeah.
going to be really difficult.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit here for like half of your section. And
True.
just look
I'm
for
not gonna.
cards.
I'm not gonna take. It was a funny looking little cat guy. He's a little guy. Anyway, buying this, I knew I wasn't gonna make much money back. There is some genuinely useful cards in here. Real quick, Jonathan, you went off to a different tab. What is the most expensive card in here?
16 cents.
16 cents. The grand total that I could make back from this is 12 something.
12.37.
12.37. Abby, if you want, you can go back to the wide can so these guys can berate me for this dumb purchase.
All right.
$25
$25
just to get at
500 cards. $12 back.
Just to get $12 back.
What? Dude, you can't, like, you could have went to McDonald's twice.
Yeah, I could.
You could have fed yourself
Listen,
and family.
I did not buy this
Oh my god.
thinking I was going to get the $25 back. I
You
knew
bought it to be silly and goofy, is what it was.
it was.
Bought it for the bit.
He bought it for the bit.
I knew
That's
it was
what it
only
is.
going to be like maybe $10.
Maybe.
And getting a quarter of the way through, I think, no, it was halfway through, and only being $5. I was like, okay. I think this is a lot less than I originally thought.
gosh.
Actually, I think I did an average. What's the average cost of each of these cards?
4 cents.
4 cents. Yeah.
Oh, no way. Oh, God.
But I did find a lot of good cards. There was a lot of artifacts that you can just sacrifice to fetch a land, which is good if you're getting mana screwed. And if you've skipped this segment, I don't blame you. Magic is a very boring topic for anyone who doesn't care. Yeah, Gavin hates it. I don't blame him. I don't blame you. But
Don't blame me until you stay up till 2 a.m. talking about building magic decks.
They did do that.
it's fun. I like building magic decks. I like taking cards that weren't meant to be put together and put them together and find a way to make it work. That's really fun. But I will slide this off.
It'll be going in the trash after this episode.
No,
Yeah, it
there's
will.
actually, there's a
We're
card.
actually going to have a bonfire out back.
There's a card in there I really like because it's my color wheel. He's a little guy. But yeah, no, I did not buy it because I'm like, oh, I need 400 magic cards. I bought it because I'm like, well, this would be fun to talk about on the show.
Was it fun? Did you have
It
fun
was.
For
It was.
3 minutes?
Yeah,
Was it
I
fun?
I could have spent longer on it, but I'm like, it's really boring.
It's
There-
literally
there's nothing,
you know,
there's
at least
nothing
you know.
really good in there. I think there was like 2 negates, which is like a good counter spell, but like there wasn't anything really good in there. 16 cents was the most.
It was
expensive
very, yeah.
Or no, wait. I think that's the price for the total set of all of the cards put together.
card. Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
it was
yeah.
1 cent per card.
So yeah.
So it's even lower than what you originally said.
Yikes.
Yeah, so all of those cat monkeys were actually just 1 cent, but I had 16 of
Cat
them.
monkeys!
I wish I could find it during the break. I'll find it.
Dude. Me too.
But Jonathan tries to find the most expensive. Gavin came in here shooting daggers
Yes.
at me in particular and said, "I have a conspiracy theory, and it's my conspiracy theory." And I made
24
it.
cents.
24 cents. Not bad. So let's hear it, Gav. What's this?
Oh yeah,
conspiracy
so I got a
theory?
conspiracy theory. Okay, this isn't like something I looked up. No, I came up with this myself. Okay, and it's directed at one of you.
It's time.
Well, do you?
Well, listen. Okay, to be honest with you, I think this conspiracy theory, it's a little damaging. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of you are gonna have to do a little damage control after this and clear your name. But I think it's very important. All right,
Ty gonna get canceled?
I'm gonna say, Somebody's getting canceled.
Oh my gosh.
Me and Jonathan were playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 the other day. Playing a little bit of modded. It was fun. It was cool. Jonathan tells me he doesn't drink out of mason jars. That is the biggest lie I have ever heard.
What?
Do you drink out of mason jars?
We were talking about how Mason, our camera guy, he was talking about how he needs to drink filtered water and all that. And John's like, no, I just drink it from the tap. And I'm like, Jonathan, you drink out of mason jars, don't you? And he's like, no, you're lying.
We have a total of 2 mason jars at the house that I've been banned from using because Mom wants to use them for some project that she's never gonna do.
You're lying.
But
I know you drink out of mason jars.
I don't.
I have vivid images in my brain of you drinking drinking out of mason.
Drinking mason?
Yeah, drinking mason. Drink it out of mason jars. Mason's getting a kick out of this. This is the most this is the most you will ever hear your name on the show. I'm just gonna tell you that, and it's just because we're talking about jars.
So these are some scandalous accusations.
How do you plead?
Yeah, we're gonna need
I don't drink out of
photo
mason
evidence
jars.
of you never drinking out of mason jars.
I have before, but I don't on the daily.
Well,
you were talking about on the daily.
did.
It's not.
No.
We're just one step closer to
truth.
Uncovering this.
Joke's on you. I don't drink out of regular glasses. I drink out of the gallon.
Johnny Chuck.
He does drink out of half
The
gallon
KFC bag drinks.
bucket drinks.
Where you can get
I drink out of the
half
bladder,
gallon.
okay?
He drinks out of the bladder.
He.
That's what we call it, the bladder.
I don't like that.
That's a technical term. That's a technical
That's not
term.
the technical term. It can easily be bag. Like
bladder.
bagged
Yeah,
milk.
so
You don't
it's
go,
like
that's
a
a
bladder,
milk
yeah.
bladder.
It's a bladder of milk.
No, you do not. You
That's a
say that's
technical
the
term.
bagged milk.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Look it up. It's a technical
See
term.
if it's bagged milk
Bladder.
or if it's bladder milk.
I will say we have 2 amazing images of Jonathan drinking out of the
Out of these
We
KFC.
do.
KFC jugs.
The
Jugs,
KFC
dude,
jug.
it's so funny.
One day they will appear
It's
on
so
the show.
funny.
Bagged
I don't
milk.
know.
It's bagged milk, you doofus.
I mean, yeah, but like it's
No.
the technical term for it is a bladder.
No, it's a
The
bag.
milk resides within a bladder.
The milk resides within a bag. BAG.
Yeah, and
They both start with B.
Or if you're where the
BA.
bag,
Oh,
or
it's BA.
if you're where the bagged milk comes from, it's a
You
bag.
don't know how to spell. I forgot. Ty doesn't know how to
Oh
spell.
yeah, I forgot. He
tried to
doesn't
make
know how
a
to spell. He
spelling
doesn't know what a
argument.
bladder is. So
I know what bladders are.
A bladder?
And a bladder.
How do you start with an A? Yeah, they
batter.
both start with B.
It's a batter.
Where's the L?
Speaking. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I forgot. We're not talking about magic outside of the magic segment, so no more magic.
Well, how you gonna trail talking about mason
Well, I said-
jars into?
Okay, well fine. I'm gonna bring it up.
It's
I
a-
said batter. Magic is the next secret layer is gonna be all baseball themed. And it's
You know,
gonna be
batter
baseball
also can
themed.
be about cakes.
it's two of like the most boring
And, like,
things to Gavin put in
Other
one.
other
That's
things.
hilarious.
I'd rather talk
I am-
about baking a cake right now than anything related to magic.
Baking a cake does sound fun. We should do that. For one of
Oh,
the
we
episodes.
should do that for an episode.
Hey,
Like
we should
cooking?
find. Hey, do they still make easy bake ovens? Dude, that'd be good.
I have one.
You have an easy bake?
We
I
used to have
think.
one.
Set it right
Make
here
easy bake.
during the episode. We'll just
We'll
make
bake.
easy bake brownies.
We'll call it. Yeah.
I'm still gonna find a way to burn out of it.
Jonathan's gotten into many
No, because they
fights
always
with
come out like
microwaves,
half
let me tell
baked,
ya.
and it's so gross.
Jonathan, look up the definition of bladder just so I can feel smart about
Ty,
myself.
you know what a bladder is?
I know what a bladder is, but
It's not a bladder of milk, though.
A hollow balloon-shaped organ in the lower part of the abdomen.
okay, well not the not the biological.
You said the
Yeah, a bag's
definition.
the exact same thing, okay?
You said the definition. Am I wrong?
Good, we got him out of here. Jeez.
Vote him off.
Jeez, you voted him off the
I said the
island.
definition, but not the biological. Look
You
at line
never
2.
specified.
Look at line
Look
2.
at
of the
line
definition.
2.
Line 2.
Listen,
Go down
when you
the
have to go
script.
below the first one, I start questioning you a little bit, okay?
There's more than biological terms.
I mean, I know they call camelbacks bladders, but
Exactly. Oh, but it's still biological.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's a organ. Or it's a hump. It's in the rump.
Originally, it was an organ, based off of an organ. They
Like
would
the
use that to
piano.
carry.
Pianos make music.
No.
I'm trying
I
to
don't think
derail
it-
this so
I
I
don't-
don't look dumb.
I don't think organs have to deal with pianos. Like,
They
I know
could.
pianos are called an organ, but I don't
But-
think they got the name from organ.
Well, not all pianos are organs, but all organs are pianos.
No. Organs are wind instruments.
I always forget. Yeah,
Oh, they're string,
wind.
technically.
I thought they were
forgot we
string,
have a
but no, they are
music
wind.
major in
Yeah,
here.
they're wind. Yeah, I say,
Oh,
why are
really?
you trying to do this with Jonathan?
I thought they were string.
Correct.
No,
me.
organs are based
Oh,
off.
no,
of,
I'm
like,
talking
they
about
ha-
pianos.
they ha- pianos, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Those
Okay,
are
pianos are
string.
string. That's what I thought.
Organs
So, like,
are specifically made with. They build buildings around organs. Or if you're
That's
going
why
to.
they're there, because they're inside the building. They're the organ.
And they're the organ of the building.
That's so cool. Tell us
That's
more.
like a water heater.
It's the sort of thing where there are
You're so stuck on this stupid
there are going to be hundreds of feet of metal pipe going throughout
But
the
where do
entire
wind
building.
come from?
You press on the
You
key.
press a button. It allows air to go through, which creates the sound.
But where? Where
Oh, were those
where's
those things
the-
in churches?
where the-
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got the little tubey thingy, so you go.
They're pipes.
Yeah, they're pipes.
Yeah.
Cool.
But where'd the wind come from? You tell me it just makes wind?
I don't know the top of that off the top of my
Oh,
head.
so the music major doesn't know how organs work.
I just know.
Neither
how
do
to
you,
build.
Mr. Bagged Milk.
You're sitting there trying to think. Oh, we drink out of a bladder.
Yeah, the guitar's a wind instrument if you really think about it. It's tied over here.
It could be.
See, if you're trying to classify an instrument, you have to go off what actually makes the sound.
So it's more of a
Is a
flute.
music saw a string instrument then?
A music
It's a huh?
Like the musical saws, like the
Oh.
In that case, it would be
string, right?
That's just.
It's a sound instrument.
That's what I'm
It's like a
saying.
compass.
Is it wind or is it string?
It's a sound
It's a
instrument.
string.
Because it's vibrations caused by the
string.
saw.
It's a sound instrument.
The strings doesn't
I'm
vibrate.
telling you.
But it's a
There's no
string.
classification
It's a
for
string.
something like
Yeah,
that.
I know it's a string.
It
But
just
it'd be,
makes
it'd be a
sound.
non-tone
It's a-
percussion,
it's a-
non-toned percussion.
That's
What
a
is
fancy
that?
name.
like a drum. They
That's
don't have.
tone.
That's just.
They can't change the tone though.
Yeah, you just tighten and loosen.
But like,
the
let's
little bolts.
say
I watched Whiplash, and he'd like tighten. Like, it's like it's not. In
Watches
tune. I gotta
Whiplash
tighten and
once.
untighten.
Thinks you're a music
Yeah, you can
expert.
tune a
Memories.
drum, but it's not.
But you can't
tone.
tune a fish. We'll be right back after this break.
I hate you.
Is it actually?
Give me your lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas,
What?
you better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Carson Auction Realty is the one-stop shop for all your real estate needs. With over 40 years in business, Carson Auction Realty is the only company in the area that offers public auctions, real estate brokerage, and certified appraisals. If you're considering selling your farm, home, or commercial property, give us a call, and we can assist you in every step of your real estate sale, from pricing your property correctly to properly marketing to find any potential buyers, and most importantly, selling property for top dollar. To contact us, go to our website, carsonauctionrealty.com, or call our office at 662-4911.
Head on down to Boyd Discount Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City, Illinois. The finest names in comfort, beauty, and function, like Ashley, Serta, and Brooks, are waiting for you on both sides of the main drag in downtown Wayne City. Head on down to Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center or BoydFern.com for huge selections of sofas, sectionals, recliners, leather furniture, beds, mattress sets, sleeper sofas, coffee. Big on value, all roads lead to Boyd's. Office furniture.
Oh no, we don't.
Okay, and see, that's why, at least in my opinion, flutes can be used as drumsticks.
They could, but it'd be
In some
dangerous.
cases, yeah.
They kind of whistle when they go down, like wee 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 wee.
I just
adds an extra.
you're
layer of
trying
sound.
to say use the reed end. I think it's better to use the
Flutes
the
don't have a
other end.
reed.
Flutes have reeds.
Flutes do not have reeds. It's a clarinet.
Uh,
Oh my gosh! You should be here behind the scenes sometime.
Why is it
This
every
guy?
listen.
You
Oh yeah,
are
flutes
showing-
are this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
flutes
don't-
are
you
this. Clarinet is this.
Freaking- You would think the clarinet's a cello. I'm telling you right now. Gosh.
Listen, all
Freaking Lil Yachty.
all
over
of my
here.
musical knowledge comes from Emmett Otter's Jug
Jug
Band
Band Christmas. Okay, my mom makes us watch that every Christmas.
Makes you. I watch it every Christmas.
I cannot stand that movie, and I'm gonna end this, and I'm gonna be real. It's boring.
It's not boring. It's a Christmas classic.
It's not a Christmas classic. You wanna
It's
talk
a
about-
Christmas classic.
Christmas classic is like The Grinch.
Yeah,
That's a Christmas.
This is a
classic.
Christmas classic.
I like Home Alone.
I am not a Home Alone fan.
Dude, it's a Christmas classic. Okay.
It's not a Christmas classic. I will stand by that. It's not.
I like it.
My mom likes it too. My mom, when you watch this, you'll agree with that.
Yeah, no.
I thought it was boring.
It's good. It's a good movie. You know what? Me and your mom sometime will watch Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
You are not allowed to go anywhere near my mom. So,
we were just gonna watch Emmett Otter Jug Band Christmas. It's a good movie.
I found out what the saw is. It's called an idiophone.
What's an idiophone?
Idiophone.
I'm an idiophone.
Idio.
Anyway.
Not idiot.
I know.
Wait, no. What is it?
They make their sound by like hitting, rubbing, or shaking it. So like drums are not technically idiophones in some cases.
Oh, in like the little frogs that like go.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I love those.
I love those. I used to have one.
Listen, I think what I'm learning here is that
Boom
you don't
tubes?
actually got to get a musical
boom
degree
markers, yeah.
to learn instruments. You can just Google everything.
Yeah, who needs school? Just Google it.
Yeah, just real.
Hmm.
Anyway,
I don't know about that one.
Speaking of instruments, tier list.
Little tier list.
Little tier list action.
musical tier
Pull it
list.
up.
That's a lot of instruments. That's a lot of instruments. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Accordion
it looked a lot
S.
scarier.
Accordion
on the small
Accordion
screen
S.
also.
Accordion's
Okay.
S tier.
I love a good squeeze bag.
What's that next one?
MF
That's a-
Bagpipe.
Bagpipe?
S.
Bagpipe.
That is just a bladder in most cases.
Thank you. It is a bladder. It's
But
not
a bag of
biological.
milk is not. A bag of milk is not. He's gone. He left the show. He went outside.
Ty's about to trip
I,
over the
if
cords.
I remember
I'm
correctly, and I do that made with the stomach or bladder of an
The
of
stomach
an
of a sheep,
animal.
right?
Or like
of
a
a sheep.
lamb or a
It's a
sheep.
bladder
or
of a
something
sheep.
like that, yeah.
I believe it might be stomach
that
or
the-
bladder.
what
I
the
don't
original
remember.
It's the bladder.
Banjo S.
I don't know.
You know.
Banjo's
Yeah.
ass.
Bassoon A. A or B?
B.
They have
B,
they have a really
B,
nice
B.
sound.
B.
B.
Fine.
Bass guitar.
A.
A. Good backing.
But so they
Good
set
backing.
they set
Good backing.
Backing.
Oh, did they set the whole? They're the backbone for a lot of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes words.
They set the bass.
Bongos,
Bongos?
dude.
Bongo.
Best instrument in Donkey
C.
Kong. Let me tell you.
That's what I was gonna say.
See.
Dude.
Do you know there's a
S.
Donkey Kong game on
C.
GameCube where you
No,
I'm
bongos.
play
thinking like
bongos to
B
move?
B is acceptable.
because they're never really used in most music.
They're just
Okay.
like for slave
Okay.
poetry. It's just like
Yeah, not in Beethoven's Sonnet Number 4.
Huh?
sonnet. Aren't sonnets poetry?
A. At least an A.
No.
Fine.
B.
If not
Oh,
less,
cringe.
Yes, A.
Okay,
I'm
fine,
voting
throw
A.
it in
Mason,
A.
A.
Mason, A or B?
A.
Bongos.
A.
You better say A.
I said B.
B. Or no, I shouldn't have asked him. He's the percussion guy.
Yeah, he's a percussion guy.
You idiot. High B.
High B.
Real.
That okay?
You're fired.
Compromise. Fine.
Is that the cello?
Cello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
cello. It's
I
the
put that
best
in either
wind
A,
instrument.
A or S because I
Best wind instrument.
A.
I would say high A for that one.
clarinet.
Squidward.
B.
The clarinet itself
Looks
can
like you're
sound
still
nice.
playing the
It'd
cash register.
There are also sometimes there's also like a lot of upkeep you have
Looks
to
like
have
you're
with it.
still playing the cash register.
Cowbell is an S.
It's really good in that one Arctic Monkey song. Balaclava.
Move
That's
it
what it
up,
was.
move it above.
Symbol.
I'm
gonna be honest,
That
Symbol's a
song's
C.
so good. I love that album.
Symbols are a C.
My favorite worst nightmare is
I was thinking
their
like
best
B.
album, in my
C.
opinion.
Yeah.
Ish.
If they're crash symbols, C.
I put C because
I think C. Symbols
for
have a very
C for
specific
symbol.
purpose.
C for symbol.
Yeah, C for symbol. Yeah, you know what?
A drum kit.
D for drums. D for drums.
D for drums.
In my opinion.
They're S here. They're
In my
S here for
opinion.
sure.
They're
But
S.
They're
D
S.
for drums.
High S. High S. I think that goes above. I think
That is how you set the rhythm
Yeah.
in any song.
Honestly,
Or you can use the metronome. if you don't have
it's
it.
higher than accordion.
I can't bring a
Electric
chord-
guitar. We'll put that in.
Dude, Weird Al will be so disappointed in you.
I'm more of an acoustic sound
I know.
guy.
I'm a drummer guy. I like
But
drums.
electric guitar is pretty good. I put
Whiplash
it
is a really good movie.
With electric guitar, they have a lot of like variation that
in
you
the
can use
pedals.
on certain pedals.
Yep. I'm
Electric
A.
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 Electronic.
High
I think
Electric A.
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 I think it goes above the cello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flute.
It's
Or in
better
Ty's
than
eyes, the
the
clarinet.
It's better than the clarinet.
I put A.
I think a flute can go hard.
Yeah, I like flutes.
French horn.
French
D.
horn, dude.
D.
No.
I'm with them.
No, kicking it.
D.
Have you seen
C.
kicking it?
I'm kind of a C.
There's a
or
guy.
D.
There's a guy in that named Milton. He plays a sick French.
Milton
horn.
he
does
does.
rock
I tell
the
you.
horn.
He proved to me
C,
the French
but
horn
it's
can
a
be
D.
a good.
C.
It's C. Come on.
For-
Don't do my French
French
horn
horn.
like that.
Acoustic, A.
Acoustic guitar.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I mean that's folk.
Above or
that's
below
that's how you make
electric?
folk music, Ty.
A little.
I think it's
little
below electric because electric has
Yes,
so much
yes,
variety.
Folk music. I know folk music exists.
S. Piano
That's
Man.
S.
Harmonica.
Harmonica just.
Harp, D.
Oh,
It's just-
no,
Whoa,
no.
B.
I'm
B.
thinking
at
B for
least.
that one because
B at
it has a
You
wide
can do so many
variety.
cool things. There's a
Okay.
girl I watch on
If you-
TikTok that does harp stuff. It's so many cool sounds.
If you
make
like
with harp.
Final Fantasy and any of the music in it, 90% of that's harp.
I will allow harp as B if we move bongo to A.
Oh, whoa, we're not
Ooh.
negotiating.
We're not
it.
negotiating here.
I'm negotiating.
No.
Okay.
This
Hi
is-
hat.
Cool.
S.
No.
Hi hats. Oh yeah,
S.
incredibly important. I honestly put the next to drum. Put the next to
Mandolin.
drum.
Oh,
Mandolin
mandolin S.
I love
Mandolin's
mandolins.
S.
It's
If
aight.
you ever seen Peach Pit or gone to a Peach Pit concert, that the lead guitarist plays one, and it sounds
Mandolins
gorgeous.
are awesome.
Mandolins, yes.
Is the hurdy-gurdy
I
on
was
here
just
too?
about to ask about the hurdy-gurdy.
No.
No!
What about a dobro?
You have to add the
No.
hurdy-gurdy.
Maracas, D.
D.
Yeah. I don't
There's
have
only so many genres you can use it
Oboe,
in.
C.
Oboe.
C.
It's like an advanced clarinet.
Yeah, I think oboe's
You're
at
an
least a
advanced
B because it's hard
clarinet.
to learn. You guys,
I would
C.
say B.
C.
We're at 2B, 2C.
C.
2B2C, 2B2T, Minecraft, the oldest anarchy server on Minecraft.
It's C. It's too much. It's too similar to a clarinet. It's just more complicated.
I'm only
But
gonna
it
go
gives a
C
better sound.
because you
Oh,
have
fair.
to soak the reed of it for like a minute or two before you
Exactly.
can play it.
That's dumb.
It's the...
The
Ocarina.
Ocarina. S. Best video game.
No, Twilight Princess.
Pan
Pan
flute.
flute. A. As a bard.
Okay, you put the ocarina in S, but then the pan
Yeah,
flute.
Listen, the
I
pan
disagree.
flute.
I think there's a little bit of bias towards the ocarina.
A little
it's
bit.
a good instrument, but it's
I put it in
not.
C.
Okay.
I think it's a C.
Ocarina is
Honestly,
Going back to the
I don't-
ocarina.
I don't disagree with the C.
Dude, unless you get like one of the handmade glass ones, it sounds like hot garbage.
Hold up.
I would say I'm B.
Okay, but you know, I'll
I'll
vibe
take
with
a B, but
I think
still,
the pan flute's
what
got
I
more
said
opportunities
stands.
than the ocarina, though. I think
Because
the pan
we
Pan
do have like the nice nostalgia from the ocarina from like the Zelda games.
It's a nice little instrument.
It's
It's not that great.
there is very little you can do with it.
Listen, okay. Imagine you're walking down the street, random guy comes
and you get
up
hit by
to
a
you.
car. Let's move on.
All right, piano S. I like
S,
piano.
easy
Piano's
peasy.
beautiful.
Yeah,
It's up there with like drum kit.
Piccolo
yes.
sounds like a pickle. A.
Piccolo
B.
is like a high pitched
That's how we're
flute.
gonna be rating. it.
B.
Yeah.
B is in
It's
boy.
B.
We've got like 7 minutes. We got to rush through these.
Recorder.
S.
D.
Oh no,
B.
hold up.
Saxophone
Recorders
S.
are fun. Come on, they
I
were
hated the
fun.
recorders.
They were fun though.
They were fun.
C, come on, C.
Dude, I was gonna say, if I had a recorder right now, I would.
Saxophone's S.
Yes, I would say
Yeah.
saxophone S.
Yeah.
Only because I'm
Oh, yeah,
a huge
saxophone.
jazz.
Kenny
guy.
G.
Ooh,
I mean,
a steel drum.
seriously.
Steel drum
drum's
if
A.
we're in reggaeton.
Yeah. A.
Yeah.
Synthesizer.
S,
D.
S.
S.
Put it honestly. I think honestly.
Tambourine.
That's just for me though. I
Yeah,
love,
I
love
know.
synthesizers.
Totally. Yeah, synthesizers are spectacular.
Tambourine.
I love synths.
C.
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 I'm
C.
fine with
Yeah,
C.
it's kind of limited.
Triangle.
S.
C.
I was thinking B.
Okay. B.
Yeah, B, I guess.
Trombone. D.
Whoa,
I've never
whoa.
met a trombone player that I
What
like.
is your beef with like horns?
A.
Okay.
Trombone.
I've never heard anybody.
Trombone,
Jonathan
A.
used to play the trombone.
Trumpet
That's
A.
why
I never played trombone.
Actually,
You never played
trombone
trombone?
B. Trumpet
What
A.
horn did you play?
I played baritone, euphonium, trumpet, a little bit of tuba.
I was thinking of the baritone.
Trumpet A.
Trumpet is S.
It's ska.
You
That's
just
the
said
only
that 'cause
reason.
of ska,
That's a ska.
yeah.
Is the only reason why you're rating that
Okay,
so
hi-
high.
high.
It's an
Trumpet
A.
is really
It's an
nice.
A. It's high A.
Thank you.
It's the wrong
Tuba.
way.
I do like the tuba.
For me, tuba's always S,
Dude.
but I just love like really low sounds.
Tuba is great because
I think it's a
Veggie
B.
Tales.
B is what it
Oh, wait,
deserves.
we get copyright.
B.
About to say, calm it down. Low A, high B.
A low A.
The uke.
Low A, high B. I'm okay.
Uke
Uke is an A.
It depends on whose hands it's in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
The ukulele can be really good, but you got to know how to play it.
Is it the upright bass?
Yes.
Ooh, A.
Upright
or
bass
S.
is a
Either
low
one.
S, high A for me.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
A viola.
Which one?
Viola. I put it in A. High A. Yeah.
Viola.
Violin S. I think you can.
No, we're on the viola.
Oh, the Oh.
Yeah, there's viola, which is like a
went
smaller
ahead by
violin.
accident.
Viola, mid A. Violin S.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Vocals.
S.
S.
Dude, there's so
S,
much
I mean,
you can do
yeah.
with your voice.
I mean, yeah.
And a
there's so many,
xylophone.
yeah.
High S.
No.
I think it's a B.
I think
I'm
it's
thinking
A. I think A or B. Yeah.
I'm saying B.
Ding 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 ding.
It's around the same for like as like a steel drum for me.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I just see it as more of like a
I still feel
glorified
like-
percussion piano.
Can we at least move ocarina to high B?
No. No. No, we can't. I stuck there. It's glued in. Sorry.
I like it below the harp.
Yeah, honestly, it being above the harp would be criminal. Would actually be criminal. I think the harp being
Unless
a B
we
is
move like the
criminal.
harp.
I
up.
think the
Okay.
B. I think the harp. harp
I
should
think
be
harp
higher.
should be a little higher.
The harp
And
is
then
a
the ocarina right
spectacular
behind it.
instrument. No.
The ocarina is so good, though.
Dude,
Okay,
the
name
harp is
any
a
songs
beautiful.
that aren't from Zelda that use an ocarina. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
You got me there.
Yeah.
I was
That's what I thought.
just like time the Song of Time.
That's Zelda.
But yeah, that's Zelda. Song of Storms.
That's Zelda.
Zelda.
Fun fact, that's my alarm. I wake up every morning to Song of Storms.
You wake up to the Living Tombstone dubstep remix of that, huh?
Not yet.
Shout out Living Tombstone.
Shout out Living Tombstone.
Are there any?
In a couple
Are there any
weeks.
Oh, a
edits?
couple weeks.
Couple
True.
weeks. Any
No,
edits?
I think that's good.
Yeah.
I like that the only D instrument is maracas.
we have a hate for.
I hate them.
maracas,
I hate them.
clearly.
I hate them.
Listen, it's not that we hate them. It's just they're bad.
Yeah, they're just not a fun instrument. I mean, all you do
I mean, they're fun. I like sitting there.
They can help with rhythm, but they're just not used as often in like a lot of current
Now, if there was
music.
a rain stick, that's
Oh,
ass.
dude, rain stick.
Rain stick is ass.
I put an S.
Only
Those
because of the
things are fun.
sound.
I put it in
Yeah.
A.
What about the one that goes?
Oh, the.
What is that called?
I don't know. It's cool.
I
It's
got
called
one
that.
of those one time. I lost it.
Spell that out for me, please.
You.
You must have typed that out.
Shut up. Okay.
What
is
but
that
yeah,
called?
this is
I have no
actually,
idea.
guys, world record. This is the first time we've completed a tier list and still had like some time left over, not rushing through it.
Well, I mean, I think it helps that there's only one music major in here.
It also helps that
It's
this
him.
was a much shorter list than normal.
There
Yeah.
was the last list. Was it the water or the
The
soda?
water that there was two of every.
Dude, there was like
single
two
one.
of everything.
Oh, it was the soda one that there was two of
Was
every
it-
single
was it the
soda.
soda?
That's what it was.
I thought it was water.
It was water.
Oh, was it
Was
water?
it the water?
Yeah.
I know we
I
did the
don't know.
soda one that was like took forever
Like,
too.
they take forever. This one, I guess.
This one is nice.
I still do disagree.
Are there any like last minute edits that you guys want to do to it since we still had some time?
Well, I do want to mention.
Why not moving Ocarina?
I like it. I like how everything is. I feel like I'm good with this. Abby, you can go ahead and bring us back to full screen. Did want to mention that this is our third episode we're recording.
Yeah.
Technically the fourth.
What do you mean fourth? Did you guys do an episode without me?
Did we?
He's an android. We can erase his mind. Yes,
Yeah.
whatever.
Episodes will air every day on Friday.
Not
every
every
week on Friday.
Every day
You
on
might
every
be
day on
asking, if
Friday.
we're a weekly show, why same time tomorrow? And just because. As of right now, we haven't decided when it's going to get on YouTube. But if you're watching this, it's probably on YouTube already. So we've already
Yeah, that's
figured
probably
it
where a lot of our viewership's gonna come from.
out.
But
Because this is the third episode.
it is in fact.
But yeah, this is really fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. I like
It's so much fun.
I'm
I
an
like-
android. I have no emotions.
He knows how to.
For
click
those
the
of you who
keyboard.
may have skipped an episode or two, the original Jonathan died, so we replaced him with
Yeah.
an android.
Gavin leaped across the table and took him out. It was a spectacle.
Do it again.
I'll never forgive you what you said about
But,
that.
Do it again.
We're gonna end it, and thanks for watching. And same time
See you
tomorrow.
Same time
Hey,
tomorrow.
Bye. Take care.
We'll get
Bye.
it eventually.